Okay, now we're ready. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Cassie says, good morning. Sorry I've been so MIA. Shit hit the fan and I'm just treading water right now. Yes, this is the weather we're in. Welcome to Scorpio season. I was just saying this morning that it already feels like we should be getting t-shirts for this one. Because holy hell. So how are you? I guess scale of 1 to 10. How are you feeling? Good morning, Tiffany. I also just want to show you this mug because one of our members, Amanda Pendleton, made this mug, and she's like a secret master pottery person. Like, look at that. It's so well done. And she's going to be at some Christmas markets here in the Central PA area. So make sure you look her up to go get some good mugs. It's so pretty. And it's like shimmery. You can't see that probably in my thing. All right, let's see where we're at with the numbers. 6. Uh-oh, Lori's in a full panic. Marion's an 8. Hey, awesome. Denise is an 8. Charlie's a 9. Danielle's a 3. We've got a 6. Okay. I don't know in my brain everybody's placements right now, but I'm curious if everybody who's feeling kind of better is the Scorpio placement. I think they are because I know Anna is and Charlie is. I don't know about Denise and Marion. I know I have a lot of Scorpio, but I also have a lot of drama, but that's okay. It's all right. Okay. Did anybody else have like crazy dreams last night? Like extra intense wildness of dreams? Was it just me? Always lately, yeah. They seem to be just getting like more and more and more. Last night was not great. I did not sleep well at all. But I also I usually get my period on the new moon, which would be Tuesday. And I got it yesterday just in time for our event, which is not ideal for me because that's my lowest energy. So it wasn't great. But oof, it's a lot of stuff happening. So here we are. It's Monday. Tomorrow is the new moon and the solar eclipse. There's been a lot of confusion about whether it is lunar or solar for some reason. And I've seen several very prominent astrologists make the mistake of it too, including myself, now that I consider myself a prominent astrologist. But I think we're just all really confused. I don't think we know where we are. So it's actually a solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is going to be the other one, if it matters to you at this time. Oh my God. If you did not get to see last night's session, it's posted, the recording's up there. And I will get you the ritual as well. I forgot to pop that in that. Did I pop that in? I forgot to put that in the email. So I'll put that on the thing where I put the recording, so you can just go on there and look at it. Or maybe I'll email it to you. I don't know. It's a day. Just don't listen to me say things about things that I'm going to do. We'll just do magic things today. It's crazy. No, wait. Before we do magic things, I got to tell you about how crazy shit is. Because yesterday, I got this message from somebody in my DMs on Instagram. Like, they DM'd me on Instagram and sent me 3 voicemails. And I don't know who they are. So I was like, this is an interesting way to introduce yourself. So I'm listening, and they're like, hi, Sarah, I'm so-and-so, and, I came across you because of magic, and, all these things. I was like, okay. And they're like, so, I was looking for, the domain name, Normalized Magic, and when I looked for it, it pointed me to your site. So I'm wondering if you'll give that to me, because I also work with magic, and that's the name that came to me spontaneously, and magic has brought me here to you. So will you give me that domain name? And I'm like, what? And then she goes goes on to say, and if that doesn't feel aligned with you, would you consider co-creating, my e-commerce platform with me, and then we could both, I forget what her word is. It was like co-elevate. We could both co-elevate, And I was like, wait, because it honestly took me a minute to understand that this person was literally asking me to give her my domain name or to give her my intellectual property so that she could create an e-commerce business and then profit off of it. And I was like, what? Let me just kind of sit for a second and like read what you're saying. Thanks so much for contacting me. And she was like, yeah, of course, like whatever. And I said, do you have an email? And I'll get back to you via email. And she goes, oh no, here's best. Emails get lost. And I was like, so I looked her up. She's got an interesting site. She does like GI stuff. Like it's not, whatever. But she was like, I channel everything, and Normalized Magic came to me. And so obviously you're led to me we can guide each other along this journey. And I was like, Normalized Magic has kind of been my tagline since like 2021. Like, I don't think you can have it. And I said, furthermore, I'm in the middle of the trademark process with it. And she completely ignored me. I was like, good luck on your business, but you can't use it. And she was like, then she said, oh, your business must not be very full of magic if this is the attitude that you have about co-elevation. And I was like, you are right. I must have no magic here for me. Like, who are people? Like, I cannot get over the audacity of people to, like, I can't imagine ever sliding into somebody's DMs and being like, hi, I see that you have something that I want. I see that you're established in using it, but I decided one day that I want it, so you just give it to me. And if you won't give it to me, why are you such a terrible person? And it's like, wow, the gaslighting is endless lately. Like, oh, I can't even. So Scorpio season is coming in strong over here, and I am definitely having to learn about boundaries, nice programs, and even like this whole idea of collaboration. Because, having been in business for a while, I'm always very open to collaboration with others because it always seems like I should be doing that. But every time I do it, it ends up being some bullshit. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just don't do that for now. Maybe you can just say no, Sarah. And so I'm really working on that. The universe is helping me by giving me, spiritual Karens to deal with. So that makes it a little bit easier. But like, goddamn. So yeah, that was last night. And now here we are and today. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's do some cards and see what they yell at us today for Scorpio season. Don't forget to look at the Scorpio playlist. It's on my Spotify. It's also in my stories. Tiffany says, watch out for her. I have a business partner whose IG profile and domain name was hacked by someone who later contacted her with a ransom to release her platform. Oh my God, that's insane. Thankfully, my tech partner is Jen, and while I may not understand anything about this, Jen actually, through her company, did all of the licensure of everything, and she's scary if you mess with her on that stuff. So I just sent Jen on her, and I'm not gonna worry about it because she like writes up all of these terms and like agreements and everything, and because of the app, Normalized Magic was in that too. So it was just like this lady's she's going to disappear because she felt like a gnat, but now she needs to know she's a gnat. But still, it's like, come on, like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I agree. We all need a Jen. All right, this morning, let's Is anybody sensitive to doing alcohol? I don't want to be early morning triggering for you, but I'm feeling like a stiff drink is kind of a Monday morning for us today. So feel into it for yourself. Whiskey on the Rocks, Moscow Mule, and a Mind Eraser. What are you feeling this morning? Whiskey on the Rocks, Moscow Mule, Mind Eraser. You don't have to know what a mind eraser is to choose it. You know what I mean? Yes. I was wondering if we did have any sober members, because I often, like, I'm trying to be a lot more conscious of being inclusive, because even like when I watch stand-up comedies and stuff, I'm like, ooh, you're not being very inclusive to any other, sexual preferences or identities, like, stuff like that. And I feel like sober is another one of those too, because I have several friends who are sober, and it's like the culture is so alcohol dominant and not inclusive. So as I literally pull cards this morning, and I'm like, stiff drinks for everybody. I just wanted to make sure I said that. But as long as you're okay, Marion. It doesn't count. All right. Oof. Yeah. I don't know. Like, my girlfriend doesn't drink. She's not sober, but alcohol just doesn't work well with her. And it's so interesting, the peer pressure that happens. As far as like, oh, you're going out, why don't you have a beer? Why don't you have a beer? And it's like, because when I do, I feel like really sick. It's not good for me. Like, why would you leave me alone? And I even found that in the group of friends I have now, I do enjoy drinking because I like the taste, but I don't drink to get drunk because I don't like being drunk. So it's interesting, because in the group of friends I have now, whereas my group of friends before, we would always get together to get wasted. And now it's like we are happy together all the time, that we don't need substances to connect. And I really like that, because before it did feel like a lot of my friend groups were using substances to connect. And that's kind of what that was our activity, to kind of be together with each other. Hello, Catherine. You haven't missed it. Well, you missed a few things, but you didn't miss any cards. You're choosing from Whiskey on the Rocks, Moscow Mule, or a Mind Eraser. Welcome to Scorpio season. Maybe we can add, a Marlboro Light to that, whatever you want. I'm just really killing it this morning. I'm like wearing a sweatshirt. I never do that for Coffee and Magic. You can't even see my boobs. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Here we go. Oh my God. All right. All right. We got Yvonne coming in here. All right. And wait till her thing pops in so she doesn't miss it. Okay, so again, if you just popped in here, I'm just about to pull the first one. We've got Whiskey on the Rocks. We've got Moscow Mule, or a Mind Eraser. And we're about to pull. All right. Ooh, Scorpio baby. Wow, right? Made it right in there, huh? Just in time. Oh. Okay. Are you ready? You ready? This is the whiskey one. All right, so this is an interesting one. We've got Wind Fairy. We've got Serpent. We've got Wasp. Of course we do. Do you know what I found yesterday before the call? Yeah. And it's an underground one. Some animal had dug up the hole, and so there were pieces of it. So that's why it's all dirty. I was like, okay, I love it. So here's your story. You've got the Wind Fairy, which is all about it's all about your thinking, right? Your brain processing, your mental faculties. You've got the Serpent, which is new knowledge coming in. And then you get the Wasp, which is what feels like every motherfucker on the planet trying to come at you and make it difficult for you to think straight, to implement the information that has come through to you, and lots of doubts as far as, should I even be doing this at all? Because why is this so hard? This is not, well, all right. How do I want to put this? The Wasp is interesting because it's a little bit you as well. And the theme right now is, the calls coming from inside the house. That's kind of the theme these days. And so, good morning. It's time to see what waspy bullshit you've been up to, right? That you've been possibly blaming on somebody else, okay? Because this is the thing that will just keep coming back because it's you, you know what I mean? So just kind of have to look at that. If there's something you don't like that keeps happening over and over again, it does beg the question, are you the common denominator in this situation? Okay. I just felt really harsh. We're gonna take the ice out of that whiskey. It was just straight warm whiskey, just burning. Oh my God. Okay. All right. We'll just leave it at that and move on to the Moscow Mule. I don't think I need to complicate it with extra words. You got the message. Damn. Oh no. Okay. It's like that. I haven't gone into the new Taylor Swift album, but I probably will today. But there's some song that's like, it's me, I'm the problem. It's me. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, no need to worry. Just see you. Okay. So the next one is Moscow Mule. Let's see. Ooh, Scorpio season. Damn. I'm here for it. Oh, I'm so happy it's Scorpio season. I'm gonna burn everything to the ground. All right. 1, 2, oh my goodness gracious. All right. So then this is the Moscow Mule, which you'd think would be a little easier. So we got cat again, of course, because boundaries. Then we have the owl. Then we have communication. What's this story? Now this is a story of some bullshit right here. What is going on with people, right? Like this one is not, I mean, you're involved in this, but like there is some stank energy happening out there right now. Okay, so story here is there is somebody yucking up your yum right now. And it isn't you. It's, someone you could identify when you're inside your own body. This is somebody definitely having some stinky energy. The owl is the one that's like, 360, can see at night, right? Very wise. And it's like there's almost a trickster energy here, where it's like somebody has presented themselves in such a way that you thoroughly believe you understand who they are. Because here's the thing. If you were to believe that they are something else, their previous identity is almost like it feels inextricably wrapped with your identity up until this point. So then you have to unravel everything, because you're like, wait, if you're not, like, it's basically like if you have an equation, right? And, they're filling in X. If X is something different, now you have to do the whole, like, you're like, right? You're like, just, well, what do I do? Burn it down. No, just kidding. Don't listen to me today. I'm just in that mood. But it's real. And so you are being asked to see it and be kind of brave about it, right? Be very cat about this. Don't be welcoming. Roll on your belly and invite a pet and then attack. Do you see what I'm saying? And it is that energy right now. That is, quite honestly, a Scorpio way to do things. You're not being asked to be straight with this person because this person doesn't know how to receive straight. You're being asked to look out for yourself and to do what it is you need to do to get your equation back on track. And that may mean talking to somebody who is in a position of, it feels like a position of power or authority, to either cast some sort of judgment, make a ruling, or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's somebody that you can talk to be like, hey, this is happening. What's the legal ramifications? What's the advice? Like that, it's like that kind of a communication. It's not communication to be like kumbaya with this person, because that is a waste of your time. Chances are, I feel 99% certain whoever this person represents is the deepest of gaslighters and narcissists. So it doesn't fucking matter what you say to them, because all they hear is what they've said. So it don't matter, right? So talk to somebody else who can help you to do the things. Whew. And keep those boundaries. Keep those boundaries. Wow. All right then. So here comes the last one. It's a mind eraser, which sounds super gentle. Oh my God. Woof. I'm here for it though. It's going to be great. And then, we're going to do this. We're going to move through these eclipses. And then we get to have Sagittarius season. And that's going to be fun. That's always good. It's going to be all right. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right. Okay. 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 Look who's here again. It's the stag. Okay. But then look who's here. It's the frog and the cow. Wow, you got some stuff happening here. So, while everybody else this morning is, plotting coups and shit, espionage and all of those things, you're being asked to clear out some old shit so that you can receive. There's a lot of energy trying to reach you at this time. And it's energy that you've been asking for. And it's definitely, there's a definite vibe of like planes landing, abundance. And when we say abundance, read that as freedom, okay? Because if you tie abundance to the physicality of money, you might miss it. So try to reframe that in your mind, that abundance and wealth equals freedom. So you have freedom trying to come for you, okay? And whatever form freedom decides to take. It feels a certain way. It feels like you wake up and you can make your choices. You don't have to worry about anybody else yucking up your shit, So you have that like wanting to land for you. And you probably got this card a lot during Virgo season, 2022, 2021, and 2020. Like, this has probably been a message for you every time we hit any Virgo energy. It's like, clear it out. And you have been, so it's not saying you didn't, but it's time to kind of go through again and make a final pass through of, sometimes you clean out your closet and then you're like, this looks great. Let's put some of the stuff back in here though for later. So go back in there and get the stuff you put back for later, and make sure you really clear it out. Like, what things do you not need? Because here are some things you don't need. You don't need outfits for previous personalities. Okay? You don't need them. And you keep them, but maybe there's another way to keep a memory other than having physical objects that connect to it, or clothes that don't fit you anymore. So clearing out. If you are a person who needs a physical object to tie them to a memory, do that in a more ritualized fashion, because that is sovereign. So I know plenty of people who keep a little box, and they will have like one small item that will tag them to a specific memory if they want to go visit it. I know some people who do it with smells. They'll keep perfumes that remind them of certain, that kind of thing. Whatever. If you need to do that, if that feels really good to you, then do it consciously with intention and ritual, as opposed to just keeping junk and being like, well, I can't get rid of it because, so-and-so gave me this. Like, you know what I mean? So getting rid of stuff, and that includes energetic things. How many times a week does your mind go back to something, touch base on something that is completely irrelevant to your life now and moving forward? How many times does your energy go do that, right? If your energy is constantly tagging back into the past, you are losing a lot of your present energy, and you can't do things in the past. You can visit, but if we visit the past, it should be consciously with intention to either bring forward lessons, to bring forward emotions, like that kind of thing, but not just to be like back there and be like, oh, if only, oh, remember this, oh, it used to be better, blah, 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 whatever, right? It's going to be a waste of your time. And so this is asking you to let's let it go. Let's do another release. Because when you do so, there's a lot to receive. And it's just waiting, but you don't have room for all of it. So the more room you make, the more you can bring in, right? And then remember, stag is apparently just wanting you to remember this all the time. You are this energy. It doesn't matter if you're having a bad day. You're still this dude, okay? You are the stag. If your head is down, you're still a stag. If you're taking a nap, you're still a stag. There's nothing you can do that can make you not a stag if you are a stag. So just remember that, and then start acting like a stag, right? Because sometimes you forget you're a stag, and maybe you're walking around, kind of acting like a raccoon or something. But you would be the only one who thinks you're a raccoon, because everybody else can see that you're a stag trying to crawl around and dig through garbage, right? But you are a stag. So just remember that. Remember who you are. And remember, you are this no matter what is happening. Always, okay? So, good morning. Welcome to Scorpio season. It is very subtle. It is very gentle. No, it's not. And it's going to be so great. And I think that I'm ready for it, but it already feels a little bit tiring in my brain, but we'll see. So today's Monday, guys. Tomorrow is the actual new moon. So do that ritual tomorrow if that felt aligned with you. And, we'll touch base throughout the week. We've got our normalized magic circle this week is on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And I think that's all we have going on this week. So, besides Coffee and Magic on Friday. So take it easy. Remember, eclipses are not during eclipse windows are not the time to be getting out your manifest journals and doing a list of all the things you need to think about. You've already done that work. This is let things move into place now, and keep your shit together inside yourself and don't let people mess with you. We're not laying down being doormats for anybody at all anymore, period. So there you go. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Monday. yeah, be safe out there. Mwah, mwah, mwah.